to day 2 of the Stour and Orwell walk with myself and Dawn. We have awoken here on the River Orwell, not far from the Orwell Bridge. A word on the night. It was warm. I was comfy, but Dawn wasn't comfy. Dawn didn't sleep too well. I slept really well, in fact, had a really good night's sleep. We've just been discussing it, so I woke up with my sleeping bag liner wrapped around my neck, apparently.
Like a noose?
Like a noose, yeah.
I thought you tried to kill yourself.
What else? I sort of had a night terror because we're on a bit of a very slight gradient going down towards the river. We're far away enough from the river. Water didn't come anywhere near us last night, but because we was on a bit of a slope down that way, I, at some point during the night, must have felt like I was rolling off the cliff or towards a river, and I literally dived over Dawn and clung onto her, woke her up. That was really terrifying. That was horrible.
That was horrible.
What did I say in my sleep? You said I was talking in my sleep or murmuring.
You was looking for something. You was like, where is something? Where is it?
Yeah.
You was getting really angry. Maybe I'll put the noose around your neck because I got tired of you shouting.
Oh, I don't know what happened, but
eventful night.
But I still slept really well, and because I'd propped myself up with loads of clothes and stuff, I felt relatively level despite that night terror, and yeah, slept really well. Like I say, Dawn didn't. Dawn felt like she was rolling towards me because she was at the higher end of the slope.
The way you were flipping out, I was determined to stay away from you.
But you was warm though, weren't you?
Oh, very warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just not as comfy as you would have liked. No.
Once you get waken up by someone jumping on you, like to try and save their own life, it kind of puts you off asleep.
Yeah, sorry about that, yeah.
That's alright. I'm glad you didn't go over the cliff.
No.
Or trying to hang yourself.
No, all that would have been, yeah. So we've packed everything away. The tent's down, we got that down first as planned. We've had breakfast. I'm just having a peppermint tea. It's probably not even half a mile to the bridge, 0.4 miles or something. We're pretty much right on the Stour and Orwell footpath. It's above us actually. Today is going to be stage 3, Orwell Bridge to Pin Mill near Chelmondeston on the other side of the river. In fact, we can see it from where we are over there. It's about a 10-mile section, I believe. 10-11 miles. We're gonna get to the pub there at Pin Mill, the Button Oyster, get something nice to eat, a pint of cider each, and then get our water bottles filled up there, and then look for somewhere just past that as the peninsula starts to turn towards Shotley Gate, and we'll look for somewhere to sort of camp there. Weather again is sort of cloudy, overcast.
It's very overcast, but not cold, I would say.
No, it's not that cold. Hopefully the bridge is open to pedestrians, because it does say sometimes it's closed to pedestrians. If that's the case, you need to do the Ipswich loop, which is 5 or 6 miles added on. There is no way we're doing that. We wouldn't have time to get to where we want to get to. So if that happens, I'm just going to call a cab and get them to take us across the bridge.
Or hitchhike.
No, I swear that's illegal, hitchhiking. I don't think a lot of people would give us lifts. We've got all the rubbish in a black bag, so the nearest bin that we find, that's going straight in there. Yeah, that's about it. Everything's more or less packed away. Do join us for day 2. It promises to be exciting. Finish my tea and enough talking. Let's get walking. So this is quite a poignant reminder here. Just as you get onto Orwell Bridge, there's actually a Samaritan's phone here. It's quite a popular place for anyone that's feeling suicidal to try and jump off the bridge. The walls are really high, so you can barely see over it, but I suppose if you were desperate enough you could climb them, and that is a long way down. So that's a good thing that they've installed that. I've never seen that before. So we're just on the bridge now, and here we go. Those steps were a git to climb, by the way. There we go. Do not cross the bridge when there are strong winds. Do not cross the carriageways. Right, here we go. I've been over this bridge many times in the car, and I've walked over it once before when I did this route many years ago. And we camped somewhere over there. Stage 3, Orwell Bridge, Ipswich to Pin Mill, 10 miles. This stage of the route begins with a crossing of the Orwell Bridge. Once the bridge has been traversed, the route offers pleasingly varied walking, and it may come as a surprise to find such attractive, almost sleepy countryside, so close to the hurly-burly of Ipswich. Pin Mill, with its excellent pub, is an ideal place to round off a walk. Freston Wood is an ancient wood with species that include hazel, oak, alder, ash and sweet chestnut, as well as many wild flowers, birds and butterflies. Its lower reaches are carpeted with wild garlic, ramsons, in spring, while a little higher up there is an impressive bluebell display in May. Freston's St Peter's Churchyard holds an unusual wooden war memorial, a life-size representation of peace holding a laurel wreath that was originally sculpted from oak in 1921 and restored and rededicated on Armistice Day 2006. The church interior was ruined by the 19th century but restored during the Anglican revival of the late Victorian period. Only the font remains from medieval times.
No?
It's not got a lot of flavour to it.
Mm.
It's better off drinking it, to be fair.
Yeah, it's like soup, isn't it? You just spoon up the vegetables. Oh, hot, hot, hot. Oh. 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 That's not bad. It's not full of flavour.
No.
Need some bread and butter, but that's nice.
Yeah.
I quite like that one.
The riverside hamlet of Pin Mill is centred on sailing activities, with a sailing club and an active boatyard. In the 19th century, barges were unloaded here of goods bound for Chelmondeston and beyond. Pin Mill features in two of Arthur Ransom's children's books and was also once the repair centre for Thames barges. As well as sailing, many locals are drawn on weekends to its waterside pub that is situated in a charming, peaceful location within easy access of Ipswich.
So we've made it to Pin Mill and the Button Oyster pub. It's an Adnams pub, so that means they do Adnams Wave cider. Cheers. So that is the end of stage 3 of the Stour and Orwell walk. We are about to order a large fish and chips each, with mushy peas and garden peas. We've just seen them being served up, and the fish is massive. It's huge. Yeah, literally. Like when they were catching those, they must have gone, "We're going to need a bigger boat." So yeah, so we've done stage 3, which is 10 miles. Didn't feel like 10 miles. It actually felt not as far as that. So don't really know. And from Freston Church, it said it was only 3 miles to Pin Mill. So I think the discs on the footpath signs and the guidebook, they don't match up in terms of mileage. So from here, we're going to collect some water for camp tonight, and then head along the Orwell as it starts to turn, because it's on the Shotley Peninsula, of course. As it starts to turn, we're going to sort of look for somewhere to camp around there. So that'll be the start of stage 4. Stage 4 apparently is a sheer delight. It's probably the best section on the whole route. And between Pin Mill and Shotley Gate, it's quite isolated, so there could be quite a few places to wild camp, hopefully. I think I've wild camped around there before at some point when I did a little circular route. I can't remember. Anyways, we're gonna get eating, get drinking, and then on our way to find somewhere to camp. We have found a small isolated river beach just off of the Stour and Orwell footpath, opposite Levington Marina, where we were yesterday. That's the lights of the marina over there, and then you can just hear a faint constant hum in the distance, and that light pollution there, that is the port of Felixstowe. So just around the bend, we'll see more of that tomorrow, but we are pooped and we're staying here for the night. We had a choice of 2 spots that we were looking at, and this one sort of seems the best. It's sort of a sandy shell sort of beach. The tide, we think, probably comes up no higher than there, probably not even as far as that. So back here should be fine. It looks relatively flat, but you don't know until you lay down on it, of course. There's even some logs to sit on dotted about, so we'll make use of those. So that's the Vango Helvellyn set up again for its second night. The tent was a little bit damp, so hopefully it's going to air it out a bit, just where we'd packed it away, of course slightly wet from this morning. We've just been sat down here on this little bit of a beach. There's a log here, and we've made a hot drink each. We both said we're not that hungry actually. We had that fish and chips and peas in the pub and a cider each, and that's filled us up a bit, so we might do something a little bit later on, but we just wanted a hot drink each for now. So I think Dawn's got some sort of coffee, a vanilla latte, and I've got a Yorkshire tea, toast and jam, 2 sugars. Is the nicest hot beverage going. It's just nice. I feel like I've earned one today. So we're going to get in the tent for a little bit, just watch some YouTube, chill out. So the tent is on a bit of a slope towards the camera. You can probably actually see it, so I'm going to have to prop my right hand side up again like I did last night, but it should work a treat. I think it's more of a severe slant gradient tonight, but we'll see. But nah, it's a good little spot.